Good evening. Welcome all to another video with Pratham Test Prep. This is your host Sushila Chaudhary, and today we'll be talking about Indian Navy officers' espionage case in Qatar. So 8 former Indian Navy officers have been detained in Qatar since August 2022, facing accusations of espionage related to a submarine program. The men were allegedly involved in activities connected to espionage and state-sponsored terrorism. Espionage is the crime of spying or secretly watching a person, company, government, etc. for the purpose of gathering secret information or detecting wrongdoing, and to transfer such information to another organization or state. Now, the charges against these 8 naval officers have not been made public by Qatari authorities. They were working, as of the information that is there, that they were working for a private company in Qatar that provided training and related services to Qatar Armed Forces. The court of first instance in Qatar announced a death penalty verdict for the 8 former Indian Navy officers on October 26, 2023. The specific charges that led to this verdict have not been revealed by Qatar or India, and India's Ministry of External Affairs expressed a deep shock at the verdict and affirmed it will provide all consular and legal assistance and explore all possible options to rescue the veterans. The case has raised concerns about the safety of Indian nationals working abroad and has strained relations between India and Qatar. The Indian government has been following the case closely and is in constant touch with Qatari authorities. Now, to understand it a little better, let's see about Qatar as a nation and India's relationship with Qatar. So, Qatar is situated in the Middle East. Qatar stands as a peninsula bordered by Saudi Arabia to the south and the Persian Gulf to the east and north. Its capital, Doha, is a bustling hub of culture and commerce. Officially Arabic-speaking, Qatar's currency is Qatari Riyal. It is renowned as the world's largest exporter of liquefied natural gas. The nation has carved a significant niche in the global energy market. Reflecting its cosmopolitan identity, Qatar boasts a diverse expatriate community with Indians constituting the largest group, contributing with approximately 8 lakh individuals working and living there. The flow of remittances from Qatar and the safety of Indian citizens make Qatar a vital for India's interest as of now. Now, talking about the relation between the two countries, the historic India and Qatar have made friendly relations for decades. PM Manmohan Singh's visit in Qatar in 2008 marked a significant turning point, followed by reciprocal visits from the Emir of Qatar and the current Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. Qatar's membership in the Gulf Cooperation Council is strategically significant for India, especially concerning issues like Kashmir. Now, talking about the economic ties, Qatar is the largest supplier of LNG, that is liquefied natural gas, to India, making it critical for India's energy security. The bilateral trade between India and Qatar, valued at $15 billion, primarily involves LNG and LPG exports. So that is liquefied natural gas and liquefied petroleum gas exports from Qatar to India. Several Indian companies, including Tata Consultancy Services, Wipro, Mahindra Tech, Larsen and Turbo Limited, operate in Qatar. Now, about the defense cooperation, India and Qatar have strong defense partnership marked by the India-Qatar Defence Cooperation Agreement since 2008. This agreement regularly extends, emphasizes training exchanges, mutual visits, and joint naval exercises. The stability of the Gulf region holds paramount importance for India's energy and maritime security, underscoring the significance of this defense collaboration. Now, coming to the timeline of and the chronology of events of what and how everything took place. So in August 2022, Qatari authorities took former naval officers into custody on unspecified charges. After months of detention, the Qatari authorities revealed that the 8 former naval officers were spying on Qatar's secret submarine program for Israel. In September 2022, the first bail plea for the jailed Indian officers was held, who had been held for a month, were picked up, detained in solitary confinement. So this particular plea, the first bail plea, was rejected. In March and June, so the case has seen two trials in March. First one was in March, starting on 29 March, and the second one was on June of 2023. While the detainees were granted consular access on multiple occasions, both Indian and Qatari authorities have maintained a veil of secrecy around the case, citing its sensitivity. In October 2023, India's ambassador to Qatar met the men in prison on the 1st of October after being granted consular access. And on 26th of October, the 8 Indian naval personnel were handed the death penalty by a local court in Qatar. Now, what are the legal options that are available in the case of espionage for these particular 8 naval officers? First of all, there can be an appeal within the legal system. So the first step, that would be the first logical step that is supposed to be taken, is the appeal within the judicial system in Qatar. The individual sentenced to death can file appeals within the Qatari legal system. India can provide legal representations to the detainees and ensure that their right to appeal is pursued vigorously. Secondly, as an alternative, if due procedure is not followed or an appeal process is missing, then India can invoke International Court of Justice jurisdiction. Now, International Court of Justice acts as a world court with twofold jurisdiction, that is legal disputes between the states submitted to it by them. So those are called contentious cases, and requests for advisory opinion on legal questions referred to it by UN organs and specialized agency, that is the advisory proceedings. So India can can invoke the International Court Justice's jurisdiction under the contentious cases, that is that it can submit to the International Court of Justice as it is one of the states who is a part of it. So legal disputes between the states can be solved by International Court of Justice. Now, similar case we have seen couple of years ago in the case of Kulbhushan Jadhav, who was again arrested and detained in Pakistan on the charges of spying and espionage. So in that we saw that India approached the International Court of Justice. So similar thing can happen here, but the first logical step for India, the legal option would be that to appeal within the legal within the Qatari legal system, and if the due process is not followed there, and if there is a process of appeal that is missing, then the jurisdiction of International Court of Justice can be invoked. So stay tuned for more such updates, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video, so kindly like, comment and share, and subscribe for more such content. Thank you.